everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's games are top 10 in first downs, and they'll be up against a Giants team that wants to be able to control the pace. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. Now a handoff. This is Charles. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Breeze now to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Adam Jones is a really talented cornerback who's having a career renaissance.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Breeze on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Breeze now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This is Charles. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. From the gun on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Picked off by Quana, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not. And right away he lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry here for Charles. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now Breeze. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. That throw good for 4. It's second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Here's Breeze to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Giants. Cameron Meredith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Let's go!
On second down, Osweiler. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Osweiler, and able to find Graham, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And he rifles one incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
A running play now for Forte. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Golden Tate with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to
Jamal Charles, nobody in front. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamal Charles, 78 yards. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Let's go! Green, 39!
On first down, Osweiler. And he fires one incomplete. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Eric Reed is a safety that you can use all over on defense, both in the box as a tackler and back deep as a cover man.
Let's go! Green!
Second and 10, it's Osweiler again. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. Javon Hargrave, the big rookie from South Carolina State, in there to drop him for his fifth. Third and long, it's Osweiler. He's going to rifle one deep left side and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Edelman set to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football, first and 10. New York set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive.
And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Breeze to throw on second down. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Defense showing blitz. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got second down at 5 here to start things out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Breeze. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
Third down and 5.
Like 50, like 50.
Charles the low setback. Now Breeze. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Golden Tate.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. On second down, Osweiler. And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Ah, yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Fresh set of downs here. Breeze now on first down. Gets it to Gordon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Charles the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Here's Tate to return. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Forte. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler. And able to find Graham, complete. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it. I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On 1st down, this is Forte. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. It's the first time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Ziggy Ansah, in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 3rd down, Osweiler. A minute 59 to go in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing that gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. And it's grabbed by Crockett Gilmore. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On the run is Charles. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And on 2nd and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Caught left side, Gilmore. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2. Two remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New York. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now it's Tate. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 10 now. Osweiler. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect. But as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Perkins from the Wildcat. This is Forte. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now Edelman. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Breeze now on first down. Now Breeze lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times? I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On second down, here's Osweiler. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now it's Osweiler. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter. Indeed. Indeed. And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even. They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no? I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game. Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They come out here in the eye. They start the second half with a run by Forte. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Now Osweiler on second down. Sets up the screen to Forte. And he's got room. Matt Forte with green grass ahead. 20. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A huge